Vanguard Test Vehicle 2 stands on the launching pad at Cape Canaveral in the Navy's second attempt to place a satellite into orbit. In its nose, a grapefruit-sized metal sphere. The huge rocket, 3 stages of liquid fuel components, is actually still experimental. For Vanguard, every flight is a test flight. Takeoff is flawless. December 6th, Vanguard 1 lost thrust only 4 feet off the pad and crashed. That flaw was corrected. But in Vanguard's tens of thousands of delicate parts, its miles of electrical circuits, there's room for lots to go wrong. And the slightest malfunction at this stage means this. One circuit in the control system breaks down and Defense Department cameras record a pinwheel of fire. Another disaster for Project Vanguard. Despite a sore throat, President Eisenhower holds his second White House press conference of 1958 as scheduled, with comment on his own voice as well as on world affairs.
Of my vocal cords, it would be very helpful to me if you'd ask very long questions that could be answered yes and no.
John Gandhi, Associated Press. In his latest letter to you, Premier Gandhi opposed a foreign ministers conference because, as he put it, of the biased position of certain possible participants. What do you think of this remark?
Well, I rather thought he must have been talking about Gromyko. But I will say this. We're working very hard. This morning, matter of fact, I have an appointment with the Secretary of State this afternoon to see whether there's any possible approach that we can make that will be appealing and which might lead under after proper preparation to some kind of meeting.
Atomic weapons come to Korea in a dramatic gesture by the United States to counter the red buildup north of the 38th parallel. On the scene, the Honest John rocket launcher, field-tested and operational, and the 280-millimeter atomic cannon. Is noteworthy, too, as one of the last reviews held in Korea by General Arthur Trudeau, now First Corps Commander, due to succeed General James Gavin as the Army's Chief of Research and Development in the Pentagon. In Korea, the Army's top missile man deploys the weapons of the rocket and atom age to redress the balance of power. On the 10th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi's assassination, day-long memorial ceremonies demonstrate that the name of India's great spiritual leader has lost none of its power. Prime Minister Nehru places an offering on the flower-heaped memorial platform that marks the site of Gandhi's cremation, a national shrine. Nehru is joined by every ranking political figure for the occasion, which was marked by an historical exhibition spanning Gandhi's life. An ambulance corpsman in the Boer War. Later, in the years when Gandhi was at once nationalist leader and the conscience of his nation, a world-famous figure for his successful passive non-resistance to British rule, and finally a martyr slain by a Hindu fanatic. In memory of Gandhi and his personal austerity, Nehru and other national leaders spent hours at the spinning wheel, still disciples of the Mahatma, India's great soul. At Bad Gastein, Austria, the World Ski Championships, the field of 78 represents 24 countries. Bud Werner of Steamboat Springs gives the best performance by an American in the history of the championships. Werner takes 4th place in the slalom and remains the contender for the combined title with good prospects in the 2 remaining events. Shihara Igaya of Japan. In his Dartmouth days, they called him Chuck. Nobody calls him Lucky here. Leader by a full second in the first heat, Higaya ends slowly and finishes third. Many weren't even that lucky on the treacherous icy course. The Russians took spills in both heats. Their best man tied for 26th place. But every contestant got to the bottom of the hill, one way or another. Defending champion Tony Seiler has a bad day for him. Seiler gains precious split seconds with his stick work. Despite a spill in the last gate, he captures the runner-up slot. Teammate Josel Rieder makes 2 flawless runs down the 67-gate course. Runner-up in the first heat, Rieder picks up time in the second with a daring course, cutting each gate close for the straightest possible run. Rieder's total time, 115.1 seconds. For the new slalom champ, congratulations from teammate and ex-champion Tony Seiler.